peace, beautiful souls. Okay, I have a couple things to say. Okay, if you have an idea of creating something, right, or doing something, and you're holding yourself back out of fear or whatever the case may be, please go do it. Like, if you're tired right now, okay, fine. But like when you get some energy tomorrow or later or whatever, go do that thing. Like, do not let yourself like be held back from fear. And also don't like get overwhelmed thinking something might take you this long or that long or whatever, because things can happen super fast, some things can happen slower. So, and celebrate yourself every step of the way, right? But I just wanted to come on here and say that, and also like talk about how I'm super proud of myself. I almost cried yesterday. I've almost cried a few times since it happened. So I think I shared with you guys, I was creating a book, right? So like last year or the year before that, I started creating this book for affirmations. I realized like I was writing a book without knowing I was writing a book, right? And so I was doing that, and it's been like kind of hard because the way I'm doing it is like for affirmations, right? It's affirmations, but specifically for each chakra and then for other categories. And about, I would say, like 2 months ago, or July, we're in October, about 3 months ago, I was in the middle of my rest where I was just laying there meditating, and then boom, thoughts came, right? Because I had also an idea to later on in life create a shadow work prompt book, but I was like, that's going to be like way after I do this book. But the way that it started to flow, like a whole bunch of questions, right? And then also affirmations to go along with them, because I feel like it's super important to do affirmations when you do shadow work, like after doing shadow work, right? So for like days it started flowing, and then it ended up being like I decided to do 100 each, right? 100 shadow work prompts, 100 affirmations. And then so I finished the book, the second one, not the first one, quite recently. I would say really today, because I had finished it, and then I was waiting to find like someone to design the cover for me, and that was like the last month I've been waiting for that, because the first person I chose it just had some issues, right? But yesterday I finally got the cover, and like I almost cried like a bunch of times. I was really teary-eyed, but I didn't like boo-hoo cry, but it just made me so happy. But I'm also a little bit scared, but I'm trying to like push myself anyway and do it. And today I decided to put like a glossary in it, because y'all know I talk different, I use different words because of word spells and all that. So for people who are not used to that, I felt like I should put that, like incorporate it in there. So anyway, I think tomorrow I will be publishing it, because I want to like look over it and make sure it's fine. And right now I'm a little tired, so I don't feel like doing that and like looking over something, whatever. Anyways, so I'm super proud of myself, but I just wanted to come here and like encourage you. And especially if you're someone who says like you're not creative. Do you know how I've always said like I'm not creative, I've had no talent, like I have no talents? I used to say that all the time, and in months I created this beautiful book or book journal, whatever you want to call it. And I'm so proud of myself. Even these last couple years, like starting this journey, like I've realized how creative I actually am. And it also, I will give credit to me rewiring my brain and not saying things like I'm not creative or things like that. Like I had to stop saying stuff like that, you know? And but yeah, like don't limit yourself, don't hold yourself back. You are way more creative than you think. You will inspire so many people, and like your voice, your thoughts, your creations, they are so worthy of being seen. Like it would help you and help other people in so many different ways. And just like let go of the fear. Even with me starting this doula program, like I was scared to do that, like but I know, like I love to say there's so many beautiful things on the other side of fear, you know? So just push past those fears, speak love and life into yourself, even if like it can get overwhelming. Like even today, like after I had my first doula class, which I was really happy. I got a bit overwhelmed because I tried to go straight into finishing the book, and I took, I don't know how many, maybe like 20 minutes or so, and I sat there and I meditated and did some Reiki, and it wasn't an overwhelm like, oh my God, I can't do this, but I was mixed with excitement mixed with like a little bit of fears and thinking of doing it wrong, or like the glossary I was writing, it being misunderstood, or just overthinking little things like that, like people judging for how I think. But then it's like, it doesn't matter. Like the people that are meant to receive your work and receive like what you're putting out, they will, and others won't, and that's totally fine. And everybody doesn't have to like, you know, agree or like what you're doing either, you know. But so yeah, with that being said, like throughout your time doing stuff like this, especially if it's something new for you, let yourself take time to like recoup and tune in with your own emotions, and know that it's okay if you get overwhelmed and if you get scared and stuff like that. But don't let that stop you from pursuing your dreams, pursuing your passions. And even if you want to do something like that for fun and not like actually put it out there, but just know that you got this. And like, again, yes, you're worthy of being seen, you're worthy of being heard. And yeah, I love you. I'll see you later, maybe tomorrow, who knows. Do that thing.